So second year BA computer applications, networks. So we'll revise all the important topics again with some PPT. So objectives: learn how computers are connected, become familiar with different types of transmission media. Transmission media means physical media. It is a set of question: transmission media or a physical media. Learn the differences between guided and unguided media, means guided transmissions and unguided transmission media. How protocols enable networking, what are the different types of protocols, అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఒకసారి చెప్పుకున్నాము. సో learn about the ISO or OSI reference model, understanding the difference between network types. LANs means local area network, and WANs wide area networks. Network communication devices means what are the different network devices used. Similarly, switching networks to communicate, and communication medium, DSL, cable modems, satellite communications, like that. So why you need to know about network means networks connect computers and peripheral devices effectively in extension of system bus by using some. Generally networks are connected through system bus or bus. So TCP/IP protocols at the core. Generally in the networks, TCP/IP protocol is used to communicate or to connect networks on a computers. Networks are central to all forms of computing like e-commerce, research, communication, computer scientists, and networking, fundamental knowledge. So all these are different areas where networks or network concepts are mainly used. Connecting computers. So how to connect computers? Linking computers via system bus impractical. Linking computers via system bus impractical, that is PCI bus something. These are some technical terms. So transmission medium. Transmission media like means transmission medium or physical medium. Transmission medium means material that conducts electrical and or electronic signals, electromagnetic signals. Transmission media rates in 4 different ways: bandwidth, signal to noise ratio, and bit rate, and attenuation. So bandwidth, generally transmission media లేదా physical media అనేది మనకి 4 parameters ఉంటుంది. Bandwidth is medium speed measured in bits per second. Generally the speed of a network is measured in bandwidth or baud rate. దాన్ని మనం baud rate లేదా bandwidth అని అంటాము. It is called as baud rate or bandwidth. Next is signal to noise ratio, that is the noise. What is the noise? Noise means the loss of data while transmitting data or information via network medium. And bitrate errors means different percentages of errors or different errors or while transmitting or passing packets or frames, like that. So percentage of incorrect bits to total number of bits in the unit. Attenuation means signal weakening over distance. Attenuation means weak signals over long distances. So these are the 4 parameters, important parameters considered while transmitting data. So 2 general transmission medium types are guided and unguided. 2 general transmissions means guided, and guided means physical media such as copper wires. Unguided means air and space that carry electromagnetic signals. So guided media and unguided media. Transmission modes are generally 2 types: guided and unguided. Guided means using some physical media like copper wires, twisted copper wires, like that. Unguided means wireless, air, and electromagnetic signals. Next is guided media. So guided media have different types. Like two broad categories are copper wires and fiber optic cables. Copper wire and fiber optic cables. So what are copper wires and what are fiber optic cables? Copper wires are generally shielded and unshielded twisted pairs. Twisted means pair of cables. Pair of cables are two cables twisted with each other. So copper wires are two types: shielded and unshielded. Shielded means covered with some medium or material, and unshielded means open wire. Coaxial cable means coaxial is another type of copper wire. Second one is fiber optic cables. Fiber optic cables means uses glass and light to transmit signals. Generally in fiber optic cables we may use some glass medium as well as some lights to transmit data or information. So these are the different diagrams: coaxial cables, twisted pair cable, and fiber optic cable or guided media. So first one is coaxial cable. It covers with outside insulation, copper mesh. Next one is insulation. Next one is copper wire. So second one is UTP or unshielded twisted pair. Third one is fiber optic cable, means outer jacket, plastic buffer, cladding, like that. So guided media. So the guided media have different types like copper wires, coaxial and twisted pair. Coaxial cable means copper surrounded by metal shield to reduce noise, support bandwidths up to 600 MHz, and the example is 10 base 2 and 10 base 5 cables. And twisted pair cables means dampers effects of induction. Two types of twisted pairs, UTP and FTP or something. Fiber optic cables. So in fiber optics we may use glass and light technologies. Glass fibers guide light pulses, less susceptible to attenuation than copper wires. Principle of induction does not apply, and bandwidth hundreds of times faster than copper wire. Economies of scale are like. So unguided media means, unguided means wireless. Unguided means wireless and unguided means wireless technologies, and so what are the advantages? Advantages means benefits: eliminate cabling costs, device mobility or portabilities, and basis of wireless technology: radio waves and radio and cell phones, walkie-talkies, garage door openers, all microwave ovens share same basis. So all these are guided, unguided media or wireless technologies. So these are the different examples with unguided media: satellites, virtual wireless LANs, like that. So wireless unguided media, wireless technologies. Another concept in unguided is radio wave manipulation, means electronic signal amplified, signal then transmitted as electromagnetic wave. Receiving antenna converts back to electronic signal. Transmission occurs at many different frequencies. Industry standards means based on 2.4 GHz range. Different medias are used like Bluetooth, like that. Unguided media, wireless technologies, light transmission. Infrared light also used for over short distances, capable of speeds up to 4 Mbps, requires clear line of sight between sender receiver, used in mice, keyboards, PDS, cell phones, like that. So all these are wireless technologies like Bluetooth, WLAN, WLAN, satellites, fixed broadcast, web technologies like that. And protocols. So protocol. Next is protocols. What are protocols? Protocol means set of rules facilitating communication. Example is classroom questioning, timing diagrams, organize interchange, like that. Many machine protocols. There are many types of protocols are available. Examples is TCP, transmission control protocol, responsible for faith message reproduction, error checking and retransmission. So protocol timing diagram. So next is ISO by OSI reference model. ISO by OSI means open systems interface reference model. Conceptual model with 7 discrete layers. First one is physical layer. Second one is conceptual model with 7 discrete layers. Physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. So in ISO by OSI or OSI layer, reference model, there are 7 layers are there. Means that data transmission is divided into 7 layers. Physical layer, data link layer and network layer, transport layer, session layer and presentation layer and application layer. And here we require 2 components. First is sender. First one is called as a sender or a sender station, and receiver and receiving station. And both they are called as hosts, or they are called as some so the data transmission media from host 1 to host 2 is divided into 7 parts, and each layer uses same type of protocol. And media also. Physical media means generally in physical layer bits are used, data link layer frames are used, like that. And the each layer we have same protocols are used, and like that. So what are physical layer? Defines specifications for physical link. Second one is defines specifications for physical link, means hardware related concepts. All in physical layer describes about all the hardware or physical level of data transmission. Data link layer. What are data link layer? Provides for data transmit or transit, physical addressing and notification, ordered frames delivery and flow control. Next, third one is network layer, provides connectivity and path selection. Also responsible for assigning addresses to messages. Transport layer guarantees delivery of datagrams. Also responsible for fault detection, error recovery and flow control. Session layer establishes, maintains and terminates sessions. Presentation layer has format responsibilities such as translation, formatting and syntax selection. Application layer provides network access. So these are the duties of the different layers, and each layer is designed such a way that it can provide services to the previous layer. It can provide services to the previous layer. So this is the design of the ISO by OSI reference layers. So layers defined by 2 components, that is protocol data unit PDU and header layer and messaging information. Message transfer means originates in application, enhanced by each layer as passed up stack physical layer process. So modularity means simplifies redesign and modification. So how the OSI model process the data? So starting with the physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer and presentation layer and application layer. So in the physical layer, the original message is taken as uh, so this is two parts. First one is called as the center part and second one is called as the receiving part. Transmission media or transmission medium is generally used to transmit the data or information by using protocols and by using some physical media. So there are two parts of transmissions, like various parts like services and transmission unit. Generally in physical layer, bits are used in data link layer, frames are used in network layer, packets are used in transport layer, TPDUs are used in session layer, SPDUs are used, like that. And protocols are also same protocols can be used at each layer. So network types. So what are the different types of networks, categories and network types? So classify according to size and proximity. LAN means local area network, small number of computers in close proximity, usually conform to building or complex, typically connected with copper wiring. Virtual LANs, WAN means wide area networks. So network types means another type is MAN, metropolitan area networks, spans city or metropolitan area. And distinctions between types means not hard and fast. Internet is sometimes classified as WAN. So these are the different types of network diagrams. So LANs means we are using some nodes, switch or hub, gateways, firewalls, and routers. There are many other components are there, like satellite networks or WANs, satellite dishes, firewalls, like that. So LAN topologies. LAN topology means different types of networks established, different types of networks or network designs created. So LAN topologies. So what are different LAN topologies? Ring topology or star topology and bus topology, or LAN ring networks, star network and bus type. So ring network connects computers in a loop with cable. Star network means computers connected to hub or a central point. Bus topology means configured like a system bus on a computer, most popular. So what are LAN topologies, or network types or network topologies? Network configurations, often called network topology, means how we configure or how we establish a network is called as a network topology. Node means computer attached to a computer. It is node or a workstation or a client. It is also called as node, workstation or a client. Three basic LAN topologies are ring, star and bus. Ring network or ring topology connects computers in a loop with some cable. It is also called as a backbone cable or some network cable. Star topology, computers connected to hub or a central point. Bus topology, configured like a symbol system bus on a computer, most popular. So this is the diagram of using bus topology. Terminator and terminator, that is a bus cable. Each terminator or a printer or a bus system is servers, workstations, nodes are directly connected with the network cable. Ring topology forms a ring. Star topology, in star topology, a central hub or repeater or switch, centrally repeated or centrally used hub is directly is connected with the different connected by different systems or system workstations, PCs or nodes. So these are the different diagrams used. So LAN communication technologies. So how to communicate? LAN communication technologies means how to different types of communications used. Ethernet, a widely used technology that has become industry standards, based on a bus topology, can be wide in a star pattern, star or bus topology. Original Ethernet transferred data at 10 Mbps. Fast Ethernet transfer data at 100 Mbps. Gigabit Ethernet transfers up to 1 to 10 GB. So Ethernet is the communication technologies, means what are the technology used to transmit data or information via topologies, various topologies. So first one is Ethernet. It is widely used technology, like industry standards, follows industry standards or protocols. Generally Ethernets are used with bus topology or bus network. Different types of topologies with different speeds of networks are used here. So token ring, in token ring, second most popular first communication technology is Ethernet, second communication technology is token ring. Second most popular LAN technology uses a token ring topology, controls access to the network by passing token, capable of data transfer of 4 to 16 Mbps, FDDA and ATM, fastest and most expensive LAN technologies. So there are many types of LAN technology or network technologies are used. Bandwidth of LAN technologies, LAN technology and bandwidth. Ethernet, in Ethernet 10 Mbps are used. Fast Ethernet 100 Mbps. Gigabit Ethernet 1 Gbps. 10 Gbps Ethernet, token rings, fast token rings, FTDAs, ATMs. So network communication devices, network communication. So what are the different types of LAN communication technologies? Ethernet and token rings. So network communication devices, what are the network communication devices? LANs and WANs are joined to form WANs, and WANs are joined to form more complex LANs. Present devices used to create connectivity. Network interfaces cards are network cards, repeaters, hubs, switches, bridges, gateways, routers and firewalls. These are the different terms used in network technologies. What are the network interface card or network cards? Second one is repeaters, hubs, switches, bridges, gateways, routers and firewalls. So first one is NIC, network interface card, physical link between computer and network, and located in expansion slot on motherboard or card slot in notebook. Includes external ports. Each NIC has 48-bit address, physical or MAC address. So the NIC means network interface card or network card. Repeater. So what is a repeater? Repeater solves attenuation problem. What is attenuation? What is attenuation? Means weak signals, weak transmissions or weak signals. So repeater solves attenuation problems, amplifies signal along cable between nodes and does not change signal. So these they are called as repeaters. Second one is hub. Hubs are generally a special repeater with multiple input and output ports. Means they are also repeaters but used for multiple input output ports, allows multiple nodes to share the same repeater. Means generally hubs are used to connect all the nodes or workstations or via network. So allows multiple nodes to share same repeater. So multiple nodes or workstations or clients are connected via hubs. Hubs are generally used in all networks. Switches, similar to a hub, unlike hub, inputs and outputs not connected, assumes data link duties, examines header, makes point-to-point connection to output addresses by packets. So generally switches are more faster, reliable and secured compared with hubs. So bridges are generally these are also devices, network devices. A switch with intelligence. Generally switches, bridge is nothing but it is a switch between, a switch with intelligence generally divides networks into segments to reduce global traffic. So Bridges are generally used to divide large networks into small LANs or small segments to reduce the traffic. Next one is gateway. What is a gateway? Similar to a bridge, can interpret and translate different network protocols, can connect network of different types. So gateways are generally used to, they are also like working as a bridges, can interpret and translate different network protocols. Generally gateways are used for different protocols, network protocols. Means there are many types of protocols like TCP by IP, like that, and can connect networks of different types. Means gateways are generally used to connect various types of networks, different types of networks. Router. So router is also a device like bridge and gateways, function at higher OSI layer 3, route traffic based on IP addresses assigned at network layer. So firewall. What is a firewall? Firewalls protect, generally they protect, used to protect internal network or node. Means generally firewalls are used at our own computers to protect internal network or a node. Maybe router based, examines or restricts inbound and outbound traffic, may be implemented in hardware and software. So switched networks. So what are switched networks? So we may continue in the next class.